Hey folks, Brian here, your honest mechanic, and today we're looking into engine oil pressure. Before we get into the symptoms of low oil pressure, let's take a moment to understand what oil pressure is and why it's so vital for your vehicle. Oil pressure is essentially the force that pushes oil through your engine's lubrication system. Think of it as the blood pressure of your car's engine. Just as blood pressure is crucial for your body's health, oil pressure is critical for your engine's longevity. It ensures that all moving parts in your engine receive proper lubrication, reducing friction and preventing wear. The importance of oil pressure cannot be overstated. Lubricates moving parts to reduce friction and wear, helps cool engine components, cleans the engine by carrying away contaminants, forms a seal between piston rings and cylinder walls. Without proper oil pressure, your engine would quickly overheat, wear out, and ultimately fail. That's why understanding the symptoms of low oil pressure is crucial for every driver. If you find this information valuable, please consider subscribing to this channel for more straightforward automotive advice. The most common indicator of low oil pressure is the oil pressure warning light. This red light on your dashboard is your vehicle's main alert system for oil pressure issues. When this light comes on, it's crucial to take immediate action to prevent potential engine damage. However, a faulty oil pressure switch can sometimes trick the ECM into thinking the pressure is low when it's not. Low oil pressure can be caused by various issues, such as a bad sensor, a failing oil pump, or a stretched timing chain. To be completely sure about the oil pressure, use an oil pressure gauge, as the sensor might malfunction and give a false warning even when the pressure is actually fine. However, your vehicle often provides subtle hints before the warning light activates. One of the earliest signs is unusual engine noise. You might notice increased knocking, ticking, or rattling sounds, particularly during acceleration or while idling. These noises occur because insufficient oil pressure leads to inadequate lubrication of engine components. Let's talk about OBD, DTC codes you might get. P0524 indicates engine oil pressure too low, while P0520 signifies an engine oil pressure sensor switch circuit malfunction. These codes can be invaluable for diagnosing oil pressure issues, but it's important to note that not all problems will trigger a code. Another symptom of low oil pressure is poor engine performance. You might experience rough running, loss of power, or even stalling in severe cases. This occurs because the engine's moving parts aren't receiving adequate lubrication, causing increased friction and reduced efficiency. Overheating is another potential consequence of low oil pressure. Remember, oil not only lubricates but also helps cool engine components. If you notice your temperature gauge climbing higher than usual, especially in conjunction with other symptoms, low oil pressure could be the culprit. A burning odor is another red flag. This smell often indicates that oil is leaking onto hot engine components. If you detect this scent while driving, it's advisable to safely pull over and shut off the engine to prevent further damage. In extreme cases of low oil pressure, you might hear a distinct metal-on-metal grinding noise. This sound is particularly alarming as it suggests severe engine damage due to lack of lubrication. If you hear this, stop driving immediately and have your vehicle towed to a professional mechanic. Interestingly, low oil pressure can also lead to decreased fuel efficiency. When engine components aren't properly lubricated, they create more friction, forcing the engine to work harder and consume more fuel. So, what should you do if you experience these symptoms? First and foremost, if the oil pressure warning light comes on, or you hear concerning noises, safely pull over and turn off the engine as soon as possible. Continuing to drive with low oil pressure can result in catastrophic engine failure. Once you're safely off the road, it's best to have your vehicle towed to a reputable mechanic. Attempting to drive to a repair shop could exacerbate the problem and potentially cause irreparable damage to your engine.